is not Hollywood. We're not using stuntmen. We're not going to use any computer graphics. We haven't made any mechanical alterations to the car at all. We just picked it up from the farmyard and brought it here. This didn't really hurt it either. Yeah, battery's good, radiator's good. That'll buff out. That's got it.
I've tried careless driving, so I thought I'd try a spot of careless parking. What's happened?
The ropes tying it down had snapped. The silt had jammed the steering lock and the cylinders were flooded with seawater. It was a wreck. And though we'd brought a mechanic along, we had no spare parts. Things looked bleak. Well, the mechanic has worked on it now for 40 minutes or so, I think. And it's not looking good. Seems then that if you want to kill one of these things, the beach, the sea, salt water is the answer. Sorry. Wrong. Astonishingly, the Toyota was not dead.
I do not believe it! What?
Right, it started. Now, let's see if it moves. So it had survived the West Country. But would it survive our test track? The problem is, what can we do here that we haven't already tried? Difficult one. I mean, the only solid structure we have here is this, the Top Gear production office. And that won't stop it. The Americans have used daisy cutters on these things, to no avail. But I've got something much more powerful. The Mistral GT. What do you have to do to kill one? Right. Be a bit undignified, but here we go. Oh, Lordy Lord, I'm too old for this. I honestly can't believe this. The steering's fine, the gearbox is fine, the low-range box is fine, the brakes are fine. Even the speedo's telling me we're doing 30. To give you an idea of just how strong this car still is, look what we've got here. It's used to fell skyscrapers. But look what happens when you thump it into the car. Well, the day thou gavest, Lord, is ended. But, sadly, the car isn't. It survived trial by water, it survived trial by Bristol and trial by Caravan, but now it must face the most difficult trial of them all. Trial by fire.
have escaped being buried alive, but that 240-foot drop has taken its toll. It's smashed and bashed almost beyond recognition.
Oh dear. I'd say that was pretty ronnied. Have you got a crowbar with you?
Yeah.
Again, we've got our mechanic with us, and as before, he's not allowed spare parts and he can only use basic tools. Too much. It doesn't look good.
Right, is this it?
Right, this is it. I'm going to give it a go.
Come on.
But, okay, James. Now, we've seen that it started.
Yeah, it did start.
But did it move?
I can hardly believe this myself. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is!
I just can't believe it!
I want to make sure you're being honest, OK? This is very important. When Jeremy did it, the rules were you couldn't replace any parts. No spare parts allowed. You did the same. No spare parts.
No spare parts. The mechanic reconnected the battery, put a bit of diesel in it, brum, off it went.
Well, that's
Just can't believe it. I mean, look at the state of that.
It's not bad. Taxed worse.
You've taxed worse. Oh, no, look here. Look, the whole chassis, well, I was going to say cracked, but split's a better word.
Yeah, well, it has actually broken in half right across, and we're in the strange situation where the bodywork is actually holding the chassis together.
Honestly, I'm stuck for... I mean, we could carry on trying to destroy it. But do you know what? I think we should build a plinth. Yeah?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Put it on there as a museum piece for all of time. What do we think? Do we do that? Yes.